Coming up on today's episode, it's summertime, and what better day to make Yukon potato salad right out of the Starch Solution book. If you've got the book, you don't even need to print anything. It's on page 232. I'm going to show you how I did it. Let's get to the intro. Welcome to another episode of Plant-Based Dads. I'm Joey. We are a vegan, mostly whole food, family cooking show. We do some product reviews, we try some recipes, a lot of starch solutions. Sometimes there's some DIY stuff on Wednesday. If you like what you hear, please hit that like button, show us some love, and think about subscribing to become a part of the Plant-Based Dads family. All right, we're back from vacation, and today we're going to kick it off with one of my favorite summer recipes right out of the Starch Solution book, page 232. It is the Yukon potato salad. This is a great dish because it's vegan, so there's no dairy in it. You don't have to worry about it going bad if it's outside, if you're playing around and doing the frisbee and then come back to it or whatever. And I think that you're really going to like it. Have you checked out my new shirt yet? Vegan, want to share a date? It's off the merch site. I'll put a link to that below the video. It's kind of my favorite new shirt right now. There's this shirt and a bunch of other ones that I wear on the show. You can purchase them. They're pretty economical. We are back from vacation. I attempted to do the starch solution during the whole trip. I did not get very far. Pretty much the minute we ran into our extended family to meet up, it was over. I'm just happy I got away still being a vegan, you know. If you're on Facebook, I've set up the Plant-Based Dads Starch Solution Enthusiast Facebook. If you're interested in sharing recipes and talking with other people who are on the Starch Solution and just having a group of supportive people surrounding you, that's the place to be. You may actually be the first person in it because I just set it up. I haven't even published it yet. So by the time this video comes out, it will be published. You can join. But it's going to be very small in the beginning. But that's okay because we're really here to support each other. And then before we get into the cooking part of it, I am going to do a video, probably one of the next videos, where I answer some questions about us, who we are, some ideas about how to get better results on the starch solution. All right, so let's get started on cooking one of my all-time favorite summer dishes, Yukon potato salad. Here we go. First, I made the tofu mayo. In a small food processor, I added 10 ounces of silken tofu, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of organic sugar, 1 teaspoon of Himalayan salt, or you can use sea salt, 1/8 a teaspoon of white pepper. I blended it until it was smooth. I poured the tofu mayo into a mixing bowl so I could make the salad dressing. For the dressing, I started with the tofu mayo and added 1 tablespoon of plant milk, 1 tablespoon of prepared mustard, 1/2 a tablespoon of dried parsley, 1/8 of a teaspoon of dried dill weed, 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan salt or sea salt, and some fresh ground black pepper. I mixed it all to combine, and I tasted it to make sure it was ready. You know how dill can be. For the potatoes, I started with 2 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes cleaned and cut into bite-sized chunks. You can peel them if you want. I like the skins on them. I added them to a pot of cold water. I turned the heat on high and stirred it occasionally. Once the water was boiling, I turned the heat down to low until the water was a soft or low boil. I then cooked the potatoes for 10 to 12 minutes until they were fork tender. You don't want them to be mushy, so don't overcook them. I immediately dumped the potatoes into a colander in the sink and made sure they were well drained. I let them sit for a minute. I transferred the hot potatoes into a bowl and poured 3 tablespoons of white wine vinegar into the hot potatoes. I then stirred it to combine, and then I let the potatoes sit for 30 minutes to cool. Once they were cool, I added 1/2 a cup of finely chopped celery. I also added 1/2 a cup of shredded carrots. I added 1/2 a cup of green onions. Then I added 1/2 a cup of the dressing that we made earlier. I mixed it well and it was ready to serve. Bring it on. All right, you can see here that it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I've sprinkled some paprika on it to give it some color for the thumbnail that I'm going to make for this. It's very mayonnaise-y looking, right, which is what potato salad should look like. It's got the greens in it, the scallions, and the celery, which I'm not a big fan of, but okay. I've shaved the carrots, and they're all over it. They're throughout it, but I sprinkle some on top also. It looks absolutely delicious. So let's give this a shot. For those of you out there who hate the sound of me eating on camera, I am going to mute this out when I eat it. So let's jump in and see what it tastes like. Oh man, so good. I could eat this like all day. And really, to be honest with you, this is the last of a huge bowl that I made. I had to stop myself from eating this because I needed to make this video, and I needed some potato salad to show you that I'm eating in order to make the video, and we barely got that. After this is gone right here, that's the end of my potato salad. Absolutely delicious. So good, guys. All right, so we mentioned earlier we're gonna have a video coming up where I answer a bunch of questions. Keep an eye out for that. All right, guys, that's our video for today. Hit that like button. Show us some love. What's not to like? If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. You'll become part of the Plant-Based Dads family. You get notified every time we have a new video up, usually every Monday. And please leave a comment below. What are your thoughts on the starch solution, the potato salad, any of the recipes in the book? Do you want to see more recipes from the book? Do you want me to do recipes that aren't in the book? Do you like having the book where you don't have to print out anything because I'm doing it right here? Or do you want to see recipes that aren't in the book where you could print those out and take them into the kitchen with you? Let me know your thoughts on that. Keep leaving me the comments. I answer every single comment myself. If you're putting down in the comments, hey, I just bought the book, I'm ready to get started, I'm going to comment back and go, oh yeah, baby, let's get going. Let's support each other. We're going to have a great time together. Again, join the Facebook group, Plant-Based Dads Starch Solution Enthusiasts. You'll have to request to join. It's a private group, and I'll approve you, and you'll get in. And one last thought to leave with you. Guys, whether you're doing this or anything else in your life, the greatest obstacle in your path is yourself. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.